Question I get asked a lot, is it safe to travel in Colombia? Short answer is yes. It's like visiting any place else in the world though, any foreign country, any city, any town. There's places you go, there's places you don't go. There's things you do, there's things you don't do. Just don't make yourself a target. One of the things you don't want to be when you walk around though is a baller. The rings, the jewelry, sometimes you just gotta take that stuff off. Especially at night. The later it is at night, you're not gonna be wanting to walk around with all this jewelry on. When you're sitting at restaurants and you're sitting outside, don't sit along the street. Somebody come around on a moped and just grab your phone, grab your jewelry. So things like that you could do so that you feel more at ease, take care of yourself. So remember that one, don't be a baller. The most dangerous part of Colombia when you're a tourist is actually paying gringo prices for stuff that costs the locals nothing. So if you know a local, stick with them. And if you're out there on your own as a gringo, make sure you ask for the gringo prices first. And that's when you get a chance to barter your way down. Because if you try negotiating after you get the bill, that's a failed strategy. So make sure you're asking how much shit costs before you're going out there and you end up paying all these high gringo prices. The only time I was a little bit concerned is we took a boat out to the beach and they gave me these gringo prices and I tried to negotiate it down after we'd already gotten the ride. So they got a little hostile, but for the sake of an extra $3-4, just give them the damn money, get the fuck out of there. Use the embassy website as a guide. If you read the embassy's website for areas to watch out for in Colombia, you're gonna shit yourself. Cartels everywhere, kidnappings. Now, like I said, you end up with the wrong crowd in the wrong place at the wrong time. Stuff like that can still happen, but mostly common sense is gonna do it for you. Don't disappear on your own down dark alleys in the cities. Most people that do have problems when they travel down here is because they get caught up in prostitution and drugs. Stay away from that shit, you'll be all right. And to be honest, a couple of the most dangerous things you can do is chew with your mouth open.
Because you are eating and I can't hear you, so please close your mouth.
And try to fix your COVID mask.
You want like video? Mr. Vincent Casano, he won't go out with this mask.
No, but I was
He
gonna...
fix here, and now he will try fix there.
Yeah, I was gonna...
So you will
fix
go
it.
out like this,
Yeah.
and I told you, don't go out like this, and I take and put
Yeah.
in la basura.
And she's fucking bossy now.
You think this is I'm bossy? Huh? This is good girl.
People ask, are the taxis safe too? Yeah, the taxis are safe. It's the same thing though, if it's late at night like any other city in the world, you're not gonna be wanting to take a taxi that late at night, alone. Speaking of the taxis, that's another really dangerous thing about Colombia, is you gotta gently close those taxi doors. The only time I really got yelled at by anybody in Colombia is, I guess I slammed doors too hard. I'm not even slamming them, I'm just closing them. But the taxi doors are so light that it just makes this racket when it closes. The taxi drivers get all pissed off at you if you don't close their door softly. And some of them even have a little sign on the side of the door that says, close the door softly. It says it in Spanish. So be careful of that. When you're getting in and out of a taxi, don't slam the door. When you're taking Ubers, you know, Ubers are safe. They're so cheap. Taxis are cheap. Thing with the Ubers, it's not necessarily legal anywhere, so you're gonna wanna sit in the front seat with the Uber driver so it looks like it's just a normal car. Because if they get caught near the airport or anything like that, and they get caught for being Uber, then there could be trouble. Hey, to give the taxi drivers in Colombia props too, when I came in the summertime to Valledupar, I got home, beautiful welcome from VFC, was eating dinner, realized I left my cell phone in the taxi car. Now you would think going to Colombia, you're never going to see that cell phone again. But sure enough, we called it, taxi driver came, he met us, got my phone back. The taxis are just fine in Colombia, no worries.
He's like, Vince, he lose his phone in the taxi. What happened, Vincent Casano?
So let's recap a little bit. Don't be a baller. Don't wear all your jewelry and stuff out there in town, especially when you're on your own. Definitely not at night. If you're at the restaurants, don't eat on the street. Eat closer to the building or inside. Of course, don't go out late at night alone. Stay away from the hookers and stay away from the drugs. Don't slam doors on taxis. Don't chew with your mouth open. Don't try to fix your mask. That's the key, is just not making yourself a target. But you definitely got to get out there and see the place. So, you can be very comfortable here. Don't let any fears of crime and kidnappings and all that worry you about coming to Colombia. It's a beautiful country. Tourism's getting bigger, and there's so much beautiful stuff to see. Just sitting in the local villages, listening to the music, meeting the people. That's what life is all about. Yeah.